I understand your client wrapped up another novel. Correct. It's called The Inmate. Short, sweet, and mysterious. I like it already. Yeah. It's about this girl named Brooke. And how is she unique and interesting? She's not. Say no more about Brooke. So what happens in this story? Well, the story starts off with Brooke getting a job as a prison physician. Very cool. The prison is located in her hometown. Okay. Where she was almost murdered 11 years ago. Doesn't sound prudent, but okay. See, her parents died and left her enough money to buy a place in Manhattan. So she packed up her place in Queens and skedaddled and moved back to her hometown? Is she a glutton for reliving horrible experiences? Possibly? What's her reasoning behind this decision? Don't know. Fine. Please continue. So, as luck would have it, the prison is where her murderer boyfriend, Shane, is incarcerated. What are the chances? Right? And did I mention that Shane was convicted for killing a whole bunch of Brooke's friends before failing to take her out too? Take her out on a date? No. Death. Ah. So she spends most of her everyday life dreading that people will recognize her. Then why did she move back to her hometown? Not important. So anyway, she also has a son conceived the night of the massacre with her now incarcerated boyfriend. Ooh, a twist. Yeah. Part of the reason Brooke moved out of Queens was because her son was getting bullied for not having a dad. Isn't Queens packed with fatherless children? No. Forget I brought it up. Continue. Yeah. So she starts getting involved with an old friend named Tim, as one does. And while she's tending to Shane for constant medical attention in a prison that enjoys beating him up, she begins going out with Tim. Good for her. And at the prison, she is told to avoid sharing personal information with inmates. That only makes sense. Inmates could... So she tells Shane that she is a single mother. This might be a dumb question, but why would she do that? Because he is extremely polite. Does she not know that the nastiest people in the world like to lure their victims in with ploys like that? She doesn't. No. She's not very bright, is she? Not really, no. Why not? So the plot can happen. I have no further questions. Excellent. So, stuff starts coming out that 2 women that Tim dated went missing and or were found dead. So, Brooke packs up her stuff and kid and leaves the accursed town for good? Absolutely not. She has dinner at Tim's house and then invites him to her house to meet her son. But why? 1, doesn't matter. 2, I don't know. And 3, doesn't matter. You have a few good points there. So Tim starts looking more and more suspicious, but Brooke does her best to ignore it. Probably shouldn't. Hey, do you want this future bestseller or not? Good point. Continue. So eventually, a body is found in Tim's basement. What? Shane couldn't have done that. He was locked up in prison. Precisely. So Tim gets tossed in prison and Shane gets released. Wow. Just like that? No investigation? Not really, no. This police precinct really puts a lot of faith in the testimony of a wishy-washy woman. I know, right? So Brooke, convinced that she was wrong about Shane all those years, rekindles her relationship with him. Is Brooke... And they move in together. You're kidding me. Then, Shane convinces her to come with him to the place where the massacre happened. Am I being punked? And that gives Shane a chance to bond with his son. So the 2 of them go for a walk in the woods, alone. Why? They want to build a snowman. There wasn't enough snow in the yard. It only snows in the woods. Everyone knows this. So Brooke isn't very suspicious. Fine. So how does it end? Well, turns out Shane really was the killer. He and his mom were working together the whole time to kill folks and pin the murders on others like Tim. Wait. Shane's mom? Yeah. She was Brooke's son's nanny for years. And Brooke, what? Missed that detail? Basically, yes. Great. So everyone gets exposed and arrested? No. Brooke ends up shooting Shane's mom in a non-lethal fashion, and Brooke's son kills Shane with some falling ice. An 11-year-old killed his own dad? Why? Because Tim told him to be careful of Shane, and Brooke's son trusted Tim. Well, alrighty then. I assume Brooke and Tim get back together after everything gets sorted out? They do indeed. How did you guess? Seems like something Brooke would do. For sure. So, we sending this one to the printers? Of course, there's money to be made.